from the tape room. We understand there's a little technical difficulty, and what was that? That tape won't be shown today.
Oh, yeah, I can see where the technical difficulties might be coming in from.
Yeah, we got some technical difficulties.
There's some
back
tape,
there.
though. We do have the tape here. Just had a little bit. Well, it don't look so bad. Maybe we win an
No.
Academy Award for this one.
Titanic doesn't even stand a chance against us. My goodness, look at that.
Although their match was a disaster, wasn't it?
It was a disaster.
It was
Look
an
at
epic.
That's you right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And there's a broken leg and knee
That
and
must
elbow.
be Nick right there because he's laying down.
Yeah, look at all this. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Rob Conway. One down, one to go. But it looks like, Mr. Danny Davis now, your trainer and mentor, wants to stick his nose in the Volz business by picking up the telephone and calling Mr. Doug Gilbert to be your special partner in a match with the Tennessee Volz. You know, I don't know if Doug is some kind of big mark for Danny Davis or what, but my good old friend and pal, Mr. Stephen Dunn, has a few words for you, Mr. Gilbert.
Well, you know, it's like this right here. First off, Rob Conway, your partner's laying up in Louisville somewhere in a hospital bed with a knee where he ought to be suing somebody for lack of support because I don't believe he's ever going to be walking on that again. So, Rob Conway, you think you got some guts? I think you're just plain stupid. Well, you may have Doug Gilbert in your corner, but the bottom line is this. We've got these right here. Now, everybody's making a big deal about how we got them. Well, it don't matter. The bottom line is this. We got them. Now, Doug Gilbert, I can't believe that you're sticking your nose in the Volz business one more time because, as you know, son, and all the people know, that every time you stick your nose in our business, you end up disappearing for a few weeks. Well, let me tell you something, son. A few weeks could run into a few months, and that could run into a few years because I'm sick and tired of every time we turn around, Doug Gilbert standing there. So you show up in Nashville tonight, and you show up with that punk Conway, and you bring your fire, because let me tell you something about fire, boys. All you need is a bucket of water to put that out. Tonight in Nashville, Gilbert, Danny Davis just opened up a can of worms for you, son. We beat you to death before. We'll beat you to death again. And Conway, you better take a long look at your partner, because tonight in Nashville, we're taking care of business. And the way we take care of business is we leave people laying and we start a body count. And you know why? Because when you're the greatest tag team in professional wrestling today, and when you're holding the gold, and when you put people down and you're breaking bones and leaving them bloody, what do they call you, Reno?
The Tennessee Volz, baby.
We'll see you tonight, Gilbert. Sweet dreams.
You know, when it seems like it comes to Doug Gilbert and Nashville, Tennessee, what history? If it's not one thing, it's another. Well, you know what? My schedule's been so busy, I haven't got to be at home like I would like to be a lot. I've been in Japan, I've been up north, I've been back and forth, but I haven't been in Nashville. Well, you know what? That really irks me. But you know what? I was booked this Saturday night in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and what happens? One of my best friends, and not a lot of people know about this, in the world, in the wrestling business, or anywhere else, called me, which that would be one nightmare Danny Davis. But you know what? He didn't call me because he needed help. He called me because a couple boys that he trained, his buddy Nick and his buddy Rob, he said Nick had done got hurt. And who did they get hurt by? Two of the guys that I cannot stand. I would just soon spit on them as I had look at them. The Tennessee Volz, Stephen Dunn and Reno Riggins. Well, let me tell you something, boys. Everybody don't know. Anybody knows it besides my brother, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. When I started this wrestling business, my brother trained me. And you know who took me under his wing after that? It was Nightmare Danny Davis. So let me tell you one thing. If one of my friends call me, because I can probably count every friend I've got in the world on these 5 fingers. So when Danny Davis called me, you know what I said? I said, Philadelphia, you can cancel my flight. I said, Nashville, Tennessee. You know, I love the people, but you know what? When one of my friends call me and they say they need help, you know what? There's going to be hell to pay. And so help me God, it's going to get so hot tonight in Nashville, somebody's head is going to burn off.